Construction is a male-dominated industry, so therefore there is a need to increase women's participation in the industry. Most research in the past has focused on the context of developed or Western countries. So today, my presentation will focus on the Indonesian construction industry, how to empower female students to be successful professionals in this context. My name is Risa Yosia Sunindyo. This research is based on PhD research of Christina Lim, who is also being supervised by Dr. Cynthia Changsing Wang. And this research has been presented in the Digital Engineering and Empathic Architecture Civil Engineering International Conference. The construction industry is a significant industry in Indonesia. It contributes to about 10% of the GDP in the country. It is also a growing industry because of the commitment from the government to improve the infrastructure in Indonesia. However, despite its importance, the industry is experiencing a skills shortage, especially because of the low level of education of people in the industry and the participation of many informal workers. One way to address the skills shortage issue is by attracting women, skilled women, to enter the industry. However, the Indonesian construction industry has poor gender diversity. So only 2% of the workforce are women. So therefore, in this research, we would like to attract women. First, to study construction related disciplines, and then eventually to enter the industry. And then from there, we would like to empower women as well, so they can remain in the industry and develop successful career. So the issues here is how we can increase women's participation in the Indonesian construction industry. And they should be done as early as possible. So preferably during their learning in universities. So therefore, in order to do so, we need more collaboration between the industry and higher education institutions or universities to deliver practical learning experience which can equip female students with necessary skills and knowledge to enter the industry and build successful career in the industry. So the aim of the research is to empower female students to be successful construction professionals. And then the objectives to achieve the aim, we would like to identify factors that attract female students to study construction related disciplines. And then after that, we identify factors for their career progression after they enter the industry. This research is also being underpinned by the United Nations Women's Empowerment Principles, which we can see here. The first one, establishing high-level corporate leadership for gender equality. So we need more women to enter the industry, and especially they need to be at the senior positions within organizations. Fair treatment at work, especially in terms of recruitment and also promotion criteria. There must be fair treatment for both men and women. Ensure the health, safety, and well-being of employees, especially for women. This focuses on avoiding or preventing sexual and verbal harassments in the workplace. Promote education, training, and professional developments for women. So women should be given opportunities to participate in training in education to equip themselves with necessary skills and knowledge for their career progression in the construction industry. Implement enterprise development, supply chain, and marketing practice that empower women. So many stakeholders should be involved in this effort to empower women. Promote equality through community initiatives and advocacy. So the organizations, they need to demonstrate their commitment through effective communication. And then the last one, measure and report on progress to achieve gender equality. So there must be some indicators that that we use or that organizations use to assess their progress in terms of empowering women. Past research has identified some factors to attract women and develop their careers in the construction industry. And here are some examples of those factors. The first one on the left-hand side there, we can see management training. So for everyone in the organization to address their negative attitudes concerning women in the construction industry. So they need to be aware of and see the importance of attracting women in the industry. The second one, prestigious industry. So there must be a perception, especially among women, that it's good to work in the construction industry. It is well paid, and by doing so, people also can support economic and social developments in the country. Role models, so by having more female role models in the industry, especially in the senior management positions, then this role model can attract women to enter the industry. And this is also about highlighting the achievements of women. Recruitment and promotion should be open, transparent, and objective. So should be fair for both men and women, providing more opportunities for women to enter the industry. In terms of personal factors, there must be the right ambition, achievements, skills, and demonstrable performance, so women can enter the industry and eventually get promoted. Industry support by providing work flexibility, mentoring, and training. And the last one is government support by establishing policies, incentives, and enforcement to promote gender diversity, especially in the construction industry. So the aim again is to empower women in the Indonesian construction industry, and we are seeking the insight from female students and also female professionals. So you can see the data were collected from 21 female students and also 6 female leaders in the Indonesian construction industry. Again, the main purpose is to identify factors that attract women to enter the industry and also factors that support women to build successful careers. And we did thematic analysis to identify key themes to empower women in this context. Theme number 1, practical learning experience. The interview participants identified these 3 activities to promote more practical learning experience for female students in universities. The first one, internship programs. The second one, opportunities to visit construction sites or companies. And the third one, lectures or discussion sessions delivered by construction practitioners. And the purpose of these activities is to have more practical learning while they are studying in universities, to understand the trends in the industry, to start developing their networks with practitioners in the industry, and also to have work relevant practical work experience while studying in universities. The second theme is to recognize the dual roles of women. So women, they need to balance their work commitment and also their role as primary caregivers. And in Indonesia, it is expected for women to be the primary caregivers in their families. So the interview participants actually identified these 2 initiatives which can help them to balance their work commitment and family commitment. The first one, flexible work arrangements. For example, by providing opportunities for women to work part-time or even allowing women to work from home. And then the second initiative is providing childcare facilities in the workplace. The third one, better gender equality in the workplace. The interview participants identified these three interesting sub-themes. The first one, fair and transparent recruitment and promotion. So women should be given more opportunities to enter the industry and develop their careers. Often we see in Indonesia, especially in the construction industry, when there are job openings, the criteria or one of the criteria is actually they're only looking for men. So there should be more fair treatment and equal opportunities for men and women to enter the industry. The second one, female role models. As I said earlier, we need more women in the industry, and we also need more women in the senior management positions so they can become role models for younger women to enter and build their careers in the industry. The female leaders can provide mentor for younger women. And the third one, safe workplace, especially in terms of no verbal and sexual harassments. Theme number 4, personal attitudes. So women themselves, they need to have the right attitudes in order to enter the industry and also develop their careers in the industry. So actually this theme only came from the 6 female leaders being interviewed, and they identified desire to learn, working on site, perseverance, and even not asking for privileges as one attitude which women should have. And the second one, women still need to demonstrate their high level of performance, and they can do so by loving the job, finding the significance of the job, which will motivate them to demonstrate a high level of performance. And the third one is that there is a need to develop soft skills, especially by being proactive, know how to delegate work to others, problem solving, teamwork, and also communication skills. So in conclusion, there are 4 stakeholders who need to work together to empower women in the Indonesian construction industry. The first one, women themselves. They need to have the right attitudes, the right mindset. They need to equip themselves with the right skills and knowledge so they can demonstrate a high level of performance during their study and also when they are working in the industry. The second one, higher education institutions. They need to have practical content, again, to equip students with practical knowledge and skills. So therefore, students are ready to enter the construction industry. The construction industry themselves, they need to recognize the dual roles of women, providing work flexibility or even childcare facility, like being mentioned by the interview participants, are ways for the industry to introduce work-life balance initiatives which can empower women. And the government, they need to provide governance structure to promote women's empowerment. They need to establish policies, regulations, guidelines, and incentives so women are attracted to enter the industry and also to motivate construction companies to improve their gender diversity. So linking with the United Nations Women Empowerment Framework, these 4 principles are related with the findings of the research. Principle number 1, establishing high-level corporate leadership. So we need more fair and open recruitment and career progression process for women. The second one, we need more female role models in the industry, especially for especially for women to be in senior management positions, so they can be role models and they can mentor younger women. Principle number 2, fair treatment at work. So this is more about providing support and even implementing initiatives that recognize the dual roles of women so they can thrive while working in the construction industry. Principle number 3, health, safety, and well-being of workers, preventing sexual and verbal harassments. Many companies if not all, actually have this kind of policy, but the main point is to enforce those policies. And number 4, promoting education, training, professional development for women. There is a need to have more collaboration between universities and the industry to deliver practical learning content to equip women with the right skills and knowledge to enter the industry and to build their career in the industry.